Hey everyone, my name is Nigel Bajos, and today I'm going to be talking about the Comica CVM WM300A wireless microphone system. Now, to be honest, I've tried filming this review 2 other times and I've failed miserably. The reason that I say I've failed is because I keep on forgetting to put information in about these mics, and the first time I actually set them up wrong, so there was a lot of hiss and noise and it just sounded awful. But now that I've been able to use them and test them out and, actually get to know this microphone system, I'm actually really impressed and I feel like I can give you guys a really honest and thorough review. So starting off, as always, Comica gives you a really awesome carrying case. This one is similar to like a Pelican case, and it comes with the 2 transmitters and the 1 receiver. So you're listening to me right now on the Comica WM300 system with the included Comica mic, and I'm just using obviously one of the transmitters, but it comes with 2. And some things to know right off the bat is that these are all metal construction. It's a 96 channel UHF wireless system, and these have internal lithium batteries. So they just have these little mini USB charging ports, and you just plug them into the same little cube that you would plug an iPhone cable into. So that's kind of a cool thing that you can just, charge these and you don't have to, keep buying batteries for your wireless system. But if they run out of charge, you have to find some place to charge them to use them. So I actually think that's kind of cool because it keeps the package nice and compact. So before we go any further, I do want to say that I was sent this mic system by Comica, but I'm not required to say anything nice about it, and this is going to be a completely honest and unbiased review. So as far as pricing goes, this WM300 system, this is the 300A, which the 300A system comes with 2 transmitters and 1 receiver, and this costs $479. So I know that's not the cheapest price, but if you wanted to get a single transmitter and 1 receiver unit, that'll cost you about $329. And just for a comparison, the RodeLink Filmmakers Kit, that costs $399 for just 1 receiver and a transmitter. So if you want to, save some money, you can get a Comica wireless system like this that'll save you like 70 bucks. So anyways, it's not the cheapest system, but this is actually a really solid wireless mic system, and it's kind of comparable as far as like size and build quality to, I would say, the Sennheiser G3 system. So to set these microphones up, it's actually really easy. On the receiver, you can do an auto scan and it'll scan all of the channels for you and pick the best one. And it'll also auto sync the transmitter to the receiver, which I think is pretty cool. So setting it up actually isn't that hard. The first couple of times that I tried to film this review, I didn't read any of the instructions, and I just, tried to turn them on and just start recording. And that doesn't always work. You also have to set the volume levels in the receiver to make sure that you're getting a hot enough signal for your camera to hear. And I just, I didn't have the volume up on my receiver, and I had to boost the audio a lot in post the first couple of times that I did this review, and it didn't sound very good. But now I've been able to get some really good results out of this microphone system, and using it with something like a Panasonic GH3 or any of the Sony mirrorless cameras, you're going to get pretty good results. I don't think that if you used it with something like a Canon 80D that it would be as good, because the preamps and the Panasonics and the Sonys are typically better than the ones found in the Canon DSLRs. So you'll probably get more hiss in something like a Canon 80D. But if you're using a GH4, GH5, G7, or A63 or 6500, this is going to be a really good microphone system to use, and you won't have a very large noise floor when you're using these microphones. So just like the Comica WM100, this one does have a headphone out on the receiver. So if you're using a camera that doesn't have a headphone jack, you can use the headphone out on the receiver. And I think that that's really important when you're using a wireless system. If your camera does not have a headphone jack, then it's really important to at least listen to the audio that's coming through to the receiver, and you'll be able to hear if there's any problems with the audio transmission with these wireless systems. So a lot of people will say that having a headphone jack on the receiver is pointless because you won't actually know what the camera is recording. I would say that it's actually really helpful, because if you're using something like the Panasonic G7, which doesn't have a headphone jack, and you're recording, at least you'll be able to hear if for some reason there's a malfunction with the transmitter and you're not even receiving a signal. At least you'll be able to hear it in the receiver's headphone jack and fix the problem before you spend a really long time recording a take. So I think that's a really nice touch. These transmitters come with belt clips, and all of the mics that are included have a little thread on them, so they're not going to fall out of the transmitters. And honestly, these Comica mics are not the most high quality lav mics you can get, but they're actually pretty decent, and it's really nice that the entire system comes with mics and everything you need to get started. And you don't have to use the lav mics that are included with this wireless system. You can use any lav mic. I've used the Aspen lav mics, the stereo ones, and it sounds really good paired with this system. So honestly, I've never really used a microphone system like this when my talent is like super far away from the camera. I think that the working distance with these is like almost 400 feet, which is like pretty good. I haven't tested that just because I've never really been in a situation where I'm 400 feet away from my talent, but I wouldn't put it past Comica to make something that will work up to 400 feet. The Comica WM100 did work pretty well, and I was, a pretty fair distance away when I was skateboarding around in that review. So these are just really good. There's a really low noise floor with this wireless system. I'm not an audio engineer or, a really big audiophile, but I'm a filmmaker, and I want to make sure that the audio that I'm getting is as clean as possible, and I'm very satisfied with this microphone system. This is the system that comes with 2 transmitters and 1 receiver. But if you are looking into a wireless system and maybe you're thinking about the Rode and trying to save up for that, I would say if you want a wireless system that has a much smaller footprint but can still do really, really well, especially if you own a mirrorless camera by Panasonic or Sony, these will do really well paired with those kind of cameras. And these will only cost you $329 as opposed to the $400 price tag of, like, say, a Rode Link filmmaker's kit. But if you need a system with 2 transmitters and a receiver, then I would definitely say that you should look into the Comica WM300A wireless system. I'm going to have Amazon links in the description below if you guys want to go check them out. And I would definitely give these a big thumbs up. They do take a little bit of time to learn and, get used to, but once you do, they can provide some really solid results. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, it'd be great if you hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more content. But until next time, I will see you later. Bye.